Hey, what's happening guys? My name is Doodles and welcome to part 2 of This Week in Music 4. The first part went live not long ago. You can check that out, the link will be down below in the description box. But as I said in the previous video, I have a lot of news articles here. It's been a very busy week in the world of music, so I've had to split this up into 2 parts just so I don't bore you too much and give you a little bit of breathing room. But enough about that, let's continue these. Annette Olzon. Former Nightwish singer Annette Olzon was attacked by a junkie earlier in the week. She posted a picture on her Instagram of her face after she had been beaten up and made a rather lengthy post about the situation, which I'll read for you now. The day changed rapidly from a good day into a horrible day when I got beaten down and robbed by a junkie on my way home from my car. In the hospital now because she hit me hard and I fell backwards in the stony street. I'm quite shaken and bruised, and the worst thing of it all is that there was 2 adult men standing 1 feet away watching me get beaten doing fucking nothing. Cowards. Thank God a girl ran after, and then finally 2 real men took the junkie down. She is now with the police. Drugs make people really dangerous. I'll write more after the doctors, but please be careful out there. This comes 3 weeks after Skindred singer Benji Webb had his throat slashed and he was attacked along with his girlfriend while walking home from a party. The world is a really messed up place, and it's pretty bad that you can't just walk around and feel safe anymore. But that is the age that we live in, and unfortunately it sucks. But I wish Annette all the best and hope she gets better. And I also hope that Benji Webb makes a full recovery. He seems to be doing just fine, but hopefully both make it back to 100% and get back out there and make some excellent music. Ember City. If you're in a band and you're based out of Atlanta in America and you want somewhere to rehearse, then Mastodon might be able to help you out very soon. The guys out of Mastodon are opening up their own rehearsal place in Atlanta, Georgia, called Ember City. Basically the aim is to help find bands rehearsal places and give them places where they can rent long term or they can store gear, and really just help give back to the music community in that area. The rehearsal place is set to open this summer pending approval, and Bill Callagher from Mastodon went on to say, "Very big news for musicians in the Atlanta area. Mastodon purchased a rehearsal building in the West End and will be looking for tenants, artists and musicians. We will hopefully be opening in the next few months. You can contact me at butterslacks@hotmail.com to sign up for the waiting list. Some bigger bands might just need a 6x10 storage space. I want there to be options. If it's just one dude in his drum set who wants a 9x9 room, I want to have that. I don't want to paint myself into a corner where every room is 10x20 and that's all you can do. I want there to be options. After we get the rehearsal rooms established, I do want to build out a nice recording studio, probably in the back away from this building, so a little more separated. There's lots of land back there, but everything depends on how well we do financially. If we can keep this place up and running, I think we can do it if it's done right. This is a pretty big thing to swallow, but I've looked at a lot of buildings in Atlanta, and when I walked in here I thought this place has a lot of potential. It has very nice floors and a really sturdy foundation. There's a lot of land here too. I like all the greenery. You can go outside and roll around the grass if you want to. The building itself doesn't have any load bearing walls. I could knock down every wall and build rooms. That's basically what we're going to do. I've just fallen in love with it for sure. So this is a really cool thing. Long-term rehearsal rentals have started to become quite a popular thing, and even so in the UK here. So being able to sort of rent a permanent rehearsal space that you're free to use when you want, or you can split the cost with other bands and then maybe agree on times where each band can go in it, is a really cool idea. And also you can have the guys from Mastodon lurking around the place, so that's pretty damn cool, especially if you can interact with them, because those guys are amazing musicians and they could really help you out. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you're in a band, make sure you check out Ember City. If I was in Atlanta, I really would be, but I am on the other side of the pond and it's a bit far to commute to go to band practice. So Demo Magnetic. Now a lot of people say that Rick Rubin ruined the Death Magnetic album from Metallica. However, I personally don't think it's too bad. It's a little bit compressed, but overall I think the production is pretty good and I am actually quite a big fan of it. But a collection of demos entitled Demo Magnetic have recently been released and you can find them up on YouTube. As I was getting all the information for this video yesterday, I was actually listening to Demo Magnetic, and it's really cool to sort of see how the songs in their original form go from being that to being the finished product. Obviously they are quite low quality, they're just recorded in a studio, not much post-production to sort of get the songs down to give to the producer to show how they want the tracks to be. So there is some lyric changes and a few different music bits sort of added in and taken out of the finished tracks. but overall the context of the songs are generally the same. Cyanide is my favourite song from the album, and it's also on the demo Magnetic. I'll leave a link for it down below in the description box. You can go check it out. It's really cool, and it's quite a good listen. The Black Album. So while we're on with Metallica, it has been said this week that the Black Album, which was released in 1991, is still outselling most modern bands and albums that are released today. The latest sale figures show that the Black Album sold 5,700 copies in the last week, which is more than Iron Maiden, Slipknot, Ghost and Five Finger Death Punch. It's strange to see an album that, despite being so old, is still selling so well, but it is truly one of the best metal albums ever. Regardless of what you think of it, if you think Metallica went to commercial mainstream by that point, the production quality is one that is not really being topped too often by any of the bands. It truly did set a new standard for the quality that metal music could be, because a lot of it before then the production wasn't as good as this, and it truly was groundbreaking. There's some excellent songs in there, so I can see why it does so well, but it's a shame that other bands and other newer albums are sort of taking a backseat in sales because of this, but maybe it just shows that Metallica really did make the perfect modern mainstream metal album. Record Store Day. So right, another story about Metallica. Metallica have been named ambassadors of Record Store Day 2016. Metallica are set to record a live album on June the 11th at the Bataclan in Paris, France. A few people that don't know, the Bataclan is the venue where the Paris terrorist attacks happened last November when the Eagles of Death Metal performing. All proceeds from this album are going to go to the Give for France charity. So, if for nothing else, that is a big reason to pick up this album. Should it be a good album either way, because Metallica's live show is absolutely amazing. But the fact that we can give back to this great organisation is great, and I highly recommend you do so. Kirk Hammett. Now this isn't necessarily a news story, but I don't know what series I'm going to implement this in yet, but I want to start something in my videos called What Floats My Boat, where I just basically let you know what I'm really digging at the minute, and what I'm enjoying, whether it's a video, whether it's a piece of gear, or whether it's just anything in general, whether it's something I want you guys to check out. And this week I want to talk about KHDK Pedals. I discussed recently all the shitstorm that went down on Twitter regarding these, but recently fellow YouTube creator Fluff created a demo review of the KHDK pedal, and Kirk Hammett posted it out on Twitter, said that it was absolutely fantastic, and he got people to go check it out. And I'm a regular watcher of Fluff. I really love his channel. That's what got me into doing this channel itself, so I really do owe a lot to him. And I watched the review and it is absolutely fantastic. So if you have any interest in the KHDK pedals, I'll leave a link down below in the description box, and you can go check that review out because it is absolutely fantastic. The Grammys. So the Grammys happened fairly recently, and a few cool things happened regarding Dave Grohl. A video did emerge online that Dave Grohl was jamming in the elevator with a jazz band prior to taking up the stage. I'll leave a link down to it in the description box. It's quite a cool video to watch. But also apparently Lemmy wasn't going to receive any recognition this year at the Grammys if it wasn't for Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl got asked to present the in memoriam section of the show, and said that he would only do so if something was done for Lemmy. As a lot of you know, Lemmy passed away last December after a short battle with cancer. He didn't get diagnosed with cancer until 2 days before he died, but he just completed a big tour while suffering really bad from cancer, but he didn't know. But he was ill a lot. A lot of shows got cancelled in the year or so leading up to his death, and it truly was a tragic time for the metal community. But Dave Grohl made sure that he was honoured this year at the Grammys. There's also videos for that, and I will leave them down below in the description box, and you can check them out, because as always, Dave Grohl is the man. I don't think there is a nicer human being in the world of music. That guy is really awesome. It doesn't take much to find a video where he does something great for someone, and this is another example of it. So my hats off to you, Dave Grohl, except not for too long because that hairline's really bad. You are truly amazing, and thank you. Dream Theater. Now, I don't know whether you guys are noticing that I'm doing this. I'm just doing this for the lols, really. I don't know why I keep changing my hat. But anyway, Dream Theater are set to release a new mobile and PC game to go along with their new concept album that is coming out later this year. The game is called The Astonishing, which is the same name as the album, and is set to launch in the second quarter of 2016, hopefully by the end of April. Now the game is free and offers both single player and multiplayer options. If you want to play past the first 2 levels, however, you will have to pay for it to unlock the full game, but at least you get 2 levels for free, so you can see whether the game is worth playing before you continue. Now, this isn't the first time that a band has made a video game. A few years ago, Avenged Sevenfold made a Diablo style game, as well, which was really cool and featured a lot of their music and sort of remixes for the music for the video game. And it's a really great idea, and it's a good way to push music into more the mainstream area and try and reach a new market, because a lot of people do download mobile games, so it could be a good way to target those people and hopefully draw in some more fans. And I'll definitely be checking it out. It sounds like a really cool idea, and I highly recommend you do so also. Right, that brings me to the end of this week's episode of This Week in Music. It has been a long one. I apologise for the length of it. If you have made it to the end of this video, then I thank you. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys watch this. It really does mean a lot to me. But just think, if you had to sit through it, I'd edit it. And it is going to be a long afternoon, but it's going to be entirely worth it because I love bringing you new videos. And so make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I will bring another This Week in Music video each and every week for you guys. I really enjoy doing them, and make sure to check out all my other stuff. I do a lot of stuff from Q&As, video game covers, gear reviews, etc, and I absolutely love what I do. I hope you guys do too. My name is Doodles, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.